Welcome back to another video. It's 4:45 in the morning on Tuesday, September 12th, and we are somewhere in Kansas. Spent the night here on our way to pick up a load of stone, concrete, stone, something. Not really sure what exactly it is, and I've probably not hauled it before, but yeah, that's what we got going on today. We got about I'd say 2.5 hour drive to get to where we're going, and then we'll load that up, and then we got to go back to Minneapolis to drop that load off. All right, we're gonna go outside and do a little pre-trip real quick. I checked the fluids last night on my post trip, so I'm not going to do those again this morning. But let me throw on this coat, and we'll go out here and thump some tires real quick. I think summertime messed around and left on us. It's chilly outside. It's not like, you know, crazy chilly or anything like that, but it's not warm. When it's been 100 degrees every day for who knows how long, and it drops down in the, you know, high 40s, low 50s, that's cold for me. One other thing you always want to do is check your freaking kingpin, man. Some people be out here trying to pull your kingpin while you're sleeping, so always take your flashlight, get up under here and make sure that thing is, yeah, so we're still good. If a tire's going flat, it makes a different sound. You don't get that nice home run echo out of it that you guys are hearing now. You guys finally ready or what? They've been messing around all morning. Let's get this done. Yeah, let me come out first, buddy. Messing around now. This is a great Love's. I've been on a fast food kick for a while now, so I need to get off my high horse and get back on where I should be. But there's an A&W right over there, and man, as truckers, we don't get good stuff like that very often. Our choices are usually limited to Subway, Hardee's, Arby's, and every once in a while you'll get the rare gem of a McDonald's, but they're few and far between. We have very, very limited choices out here on the road, you know, as far as where we eat. So I took advantage of being next door to that A&W, and I walked a couple blocks that it took to get there, because why not? It's worth it to me. Today I'm not gonna mess around. I'm gonna have my salad for dinner, just like I should be doing. I can't be out here gaining weight. We got a nice clean windshield because it rained its butt off yesterday. It's dark out here though. It must be super cloudy. I don't see really any stars in the sky. I mean, I could see there's a little bit of moon. Yeah, I guess it's not that cloudy. I do see some stars. We are give or take about 2 miles away from where we're going here. So what time is it now? It's 7:48. We're gonna get there right as they open. got the big tablet up, so now we can see a good overall picture of what's going on over here. And it says North Hangar, so we're looking for a sign when we get there that says North Hangar this way. It is a foggy sucker this morning. And then the sun was pointing in my face coming down this this last road for the last 5 miles. I couldn't see a thing between the fog and that's scary, man. Driving around with it being that foggy and then the sun pointing in your eyes, so you're like double punched on that deal. This is it says it's a non-truck road, but obviously it can't be, because there's like a big factory over here, so I can't really imagine that trucks aren't really overall welcome on this road. Hey, if you guys haven't done so yet, do me a huge favor. If you like my videos, go down there right now and hit that subscribe button, give me a like and give me a comment. Those comments and those likes, especially the comments, are huge. Number one, it kind of helps me understand you guys, and I want to hear what your thoughts are about the stuff I'm talking about, and maybe I can use that to address some of those things and give us more things to talk about. So give me a comment down below. I don't care what it is, just try to remain positive, because that's what I'm all about. I don't like being negative, and that'll help me with my channel, and get this out to more people. The more comments, the more likes, and the more subscriptions I get, the more YouTube algorithm just pushes my videos out. So help a guy out, please give me a good like or comment, give me a subscription. I think it says like 80% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed, and like 30% of that 80% are returning viewers, but they're not subscribers. So hit that button. Ooh, this is a sharp one. This isn't a curve, this is a turn. Hope there's nobody coming. There we are, back to the sun on our face.
Arrive at 2561 Q Avenue on the right.
Huh. Well, let's figure this one out together, guys.
Arriving at 2561 Q Avenue on the right.
I'm thinking it's over there, because I sure saw a giant hangar on Google Maps over there, and that's what I would describe a hangar to be. This looks like a freaking airfield, man. So from my experience in concrete, that is a concrete pile. See that stuff? That's gonna be like class 5 or mix that they use to make things. That's definitely, we're heading in the right direction. I can tell you that. If that isn't, a lot of times they'll take junk concrete that people dump out here and they'll just regrind it and make it into whatever it is that they're doing here. I see that a lot. Not in this business, but my old job dealt with a lot of like class 5 base and things like that. So definite concrete place. There it is, US Stone. Road's a little rough. Not terrible, not bad for a rock road. And there's another truck, so I'm gonna take a wild stab and say that this is probably where I'm gonna be loading at. Let's see, main entrance right here. this thing says stay on road, so not really a good spot to stay on the road. Let's try backing it up a little bit. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna back up probably about 100 feet, get the trailer straightened out again. Well, maybe not 100 feet, we don't need all that. This road's pretty nasty. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Well, back to the vlog. I have done nothing but nap almost all day long. They sent me out yesterday with my load, or to get this load, and I drove out here to Kansas to get this from Colorado, and it was supposed to be ready at 8 o'clock this morning, and it wasn't. So I got here, I got up, like I said, I showed you guys, I left out at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. I got here at like 7:45. Should have been able to pick up the load at 8 o'clock, but it wasn't ready. So they told me to park. They said it might be ready at about 1:45. Called the boss. Nothing we can really do about it. It's not like we can give it back, but hopefully maybe I'll get some detention pay out of the deal, maybe, and we'll just take it from there. It's that's trucking. That's what you get run into sometimes. This rarely happens to me. I'll go on really good like luck streaks, and I usually don't have problems with this stuff. So I guess today's my day. But I've just been chilling in the truck, watching TV, talking on the phone, reading Facebook, trolling people, arguing with people. It's been a boring day. It's been a boring day. We got about an hour left. This yard here, man, this yard is super crappy. I had to walk out. Look at my shoes, guys. Oh man, I hate that so much. I'm not a super clean freak, but man, I hate getting all muddy like that. And I should have brought my rubber boots with me for when I run into stuff like this, but I haven't brought them yet, and I will be getting them when I go back home this weekend. So here's a piece of advice for you guys if you're new to trucking, and especially flatbed, because we end up in some of the nastiest places with job sites and, you know, places like this. Get you a pair of rubber boots, because you're gonna need them. You'll be walking around knee deep in some freaking mud in some places sometimes. So it's one of those musts to have, you know what I mean? It'll save you, because now my shoes are going to be dirty forever, and you don't want to. And it's not a big deal. I mean, right, they're shoes, but here's the thing. This is my home, and I don't like dragging a bunch of dirt into my house. So yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to get all dirty. Boring day. So we got about a 10-hour ride to Minnesota from here. I don't know what my view is as far as like my clock goes. Let's look at the rolling view. So basically I'll have 8 hours of drive time. We'll stop probably 7 hours, so we'll drive 7 hours and then quit for the day. We've driven 3 hours and 15 minutes, and here's what we're working with for the rest of the day. So yeah, fun. It's gonna be an easy day. It's an easy day. It's gonna be an easy week. I'm not gonna have a whole lot for miles this week, but I had to borrow some miles from this week to put on last week, because I only had one run to Colorado. And see, we do construction hauling a lot, so my boss has an in with different companies that work with contractors that are doing construction projects throughout the country. And so we were hauling a bunch of these. You guys saw them. I did a video or two even with those electric poles, and we hauled a bunch of stuff out there. They've been doing it for a while. This is long before I got here, and we finally finished that up. I think my load was the last load that was going to Colorado, and so I dropped that off, and I'm getting a backhaul. This is just a backhaul of stone that's going out, and then I don't know what I'll be doing the rest of the week. I mean, it's like Tuesday, like the week's almost over. That's crazy to say that, but I start on Sunday, so Sunday and Monday, this is, you know, this is basically today's already done for, because by the time I get down there, it's planned out. I got my drive ahead of me, but it's basically the end of the day. It's hump day, and I mean, what else can I possibly do? I can't make another turn to Colorado. I don't even think they have one, so I guess my option is maybe take something to maybe Nebraska, maybe Nebraska, but maybe Illinois. I don't know, but it's gonna be crappy to end the week, to say the least. But next week will be better, hopefully. They're working on some new projects to get us some hauls out to like Wyoming, and they might have some California stuff coming up. And every once in a while they grab up a Texas load, which I've already put my name on that, boy. You give me a load home, I'm going home. I told you get a Texas load, I better be the first person you call. That's where I want to go. I love home. So yeah, that's that. But I don't know, I guess we're stuck here waiting until 1:45, and then I'll go check in the window and see if they can get me rolling back there. I just about got hit a few minutes ago. There's a freaking sign right there, and I know you can't see it, but it says no trucks, no tractor trailers coming through there. But I just saw a semi, and it says it on the other side too, so when you're like coming in to the thing, it like circling around, like where that driveway comes in here, you're supposed to go around, like all the way around this road that way, and then it circles back into the plant. Well, this guy apparently has trouble reading, and didn't check out his surroundings, and he just tried to turn. He just turned in his 53 footer right here, almost took the front of my truck. I didn't know if he was going to be able to. I'm surprised he was able to make that turn. That's awful tight, and he actually left their concrete. So yeah, that's yeah, some people just don't pay attention, I guess. But yeah, we're chilling, man. We're chilling. We might watch a little bit more TV, and hopefully get a load in about an hour and get the hell out of here and get back on the road. But we'll get back up as soon as I get pulled in here and get something moving with that. So see you in a minute. Well, I wish we had smell-o-vision, because it smells like dookie out here. Yeah, keep her right in the middle. I don't know, guys. I don't know. This is a rough one. So, locked and loaded. I'm gonna drive over to the Loves and just go ahead and scale this, just to make sure that I don't have any axles overweight, because overall weight, I think I'm good, but you just never know about these damn axles, man. It could just be the ruin you, you know? So we just weighed our load. And I'll explain this to you a little bit. Hopefully I got it in frame, but it's I'm 11,520 on my steers, 30,460 on my drive axle, and 36,380 on my trailer axle, which grosses me out at 78,360. I'm freaking perfect, man. For those of you that don't know, it's 12,000 on your steer and then 34,000 for each one of your axles, your drive axle and your trailer axle. But I've got a split axle, or a spread axle they call it, So I could have 40,000 pounds on my rear axles, and I've got 36 380. So I'm sailing, man. We're just outside of Kansas City, Missouri. Just went in and grabbed a couple slices of pizza with my way ticket, and we're fixing to hit the road again. Well, we survived another night. Just got up. I got in probably 11 o'clock. Yeah, about 11:30 last night, and went to bed, and now here we are. I don't even know what time it is. It's almost 8 in the morning, and we can leave here at 9. So it's been a good day yesterday. We got that stone all loaded up, had our little issue, you know, and got where we got to go. So I just whipped it into a rest area last night. Pretty good night. Good thing I didn't try to park here last night, because I guarantee you there wasn't nothing. There ain't a whole lot of parking at this Love's. All right, let's get in line. Let's get in line. See who opens up first. First guy that pulls forward is mine. Trying to get in here to do some fueling. It's crazy. It's the busiest thing I ever seen in my life. Never be one of these guys that just sit there in the fuel lane for no reason. Gosh, I hate that. About 3 miles away from this delivery. We're just outside of Minneapolis, Minnesota now. The traffic's a little rough this morning. You can definitely tell it's midweek. Everybody's doing their thing. We got about 1 mile till our exit.
In 1.25 miles, take the exit.
So just a recap of my morning, I went to fuel, and you guys saw me doing that. Well, right when I went to wash my windows, I closed the door. My cup of coffee was sitting on the lip at the inside of my door, and I just blew coffee all over the inside of my truck. So I spent like 30 minutes cleaning that garbage up. Got that all cleaned up, then went another 10 miles down the road, and I got pulled into the weigh station again. This is my third inspection in 7 days, and I did not pass. They got me on a technicality. So when you're running a step deck, if you drive, you already know that you got to have 2 straps on the front of your load. Well, on a step deck, if that pallet that's where the step is on the bottom, where the step's down, if that pallet is not touching the wall, then you got to have a second strap there too. So they just kind of banged me on that, which I've never heard of that. That's crazy. He said it doesn't count as a bulkhead unless it's touching. So I don't understand that. Whatever. So I got a out of service for that. Had to fix it, and then he let me go.
Turn right at the traffic light.
Ooh, we're coming in hot. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this without Google Maps and just see how it goes, because Google Maps sucks, guys. I mean, it has its purpose. It's good for some things, especially like traffic and all that stuff, but honestly, it really kind of blows. It'll get you there. I find that it's most accurate, you know, as far as like fine detail of where you're going. So usually I'll run my Garmin, and then right when I get close to it, then I'll switch over to Google Maps when I get kind of on the road, because Google Maps is definitely more accurate. But I did do a pre-look at what the building looks like. I know what I'm looking for, so we're gonna see if Garmin will just get me there. That would be, it's a little experiment, I guess. So I can't really see over this hill here, and I don't want to fly out in front of somebody. Oh, there's somebody coming again. It's a little bit of a hairpin turn right here, so I don't want to jump out in front of nobody, and I know all the people behind me are getting pissed, but it is what it is. So, okay, now we'll go.
In 1 mile, turn left on Winnetka.
All right, we got her. 1 mile, we're gonna bang a left on Winnetka Avenue. Yeah, I was wearing the head harness for my thing because I know the head harness makes better videos for you guys, but man, that thing sucks to wear, so I took it off and went back to my hat clip for my GoPro. So sorry if that changed the view a little bit from the previous stuff, but man, I hate that head harness. I hate it. Plus, you look like a big doofus walking around with it. I mean, not like I look any better walking around with a camera sticking off the front of my hat, but I feel like it looks better. I think I'm gonna invest, maybe I'm gonna do some research in the GoPro Mini, because it's about half the size of a regular GoPro. I just don't know about, like, my biggest concern with that is overheating and battery life. Does it have swappable batteries? I don't know. If it's just an internal battery, I don't know about that, because it really costs the same as a regular GoPro, just a few dollars less. And the thing about non-removable batteries is eventually they die, and when that happens, it's trash. You can't do anything with it. It's not like you can change it out. So those are my concerns with that. But it would be a lot more comfortable as far as like doing these vlogs, you know, on my hat, because this thing's heavy, man. This thing's super heavy. I wish GoPro made like a lightweight hat clip. That would be ideal, but nowhere have I found that they do that. That I've got a clip, but it's just not, by far not, is something I would describe as lightweight. All right, take it nice and slow. Watch this car pull out in front of me. Oh.
In 1/2 mile, turn right on 32nd Avenue North.
Don't take the sign. Don't take the sign. Okay. It's just a little tight driving around here. It's not terrible. Definitely been in worse, but man, I gotta say, like, my nerves are on high because I don't trust Garmin to get me where I gotta go. It's great for driving down the highway and finding stops and trip planning and all that stuff, but I have not had good experiences with the Garmin as far as like getting me there, you know, once you're kind of in that radius of the place. So my heart's beating hard right now, guys. This subbitch will end up, I'm hoping, not putting me down a street that I can't get down or something like that. I mean, it is supposed to be optimized for truck routes. We're about to see how good that is. I mean, this seems like it's a little bit of a turn right here. I don't know about this, guys. Let's swing this super wide. F this guy. So we're gonna come all the way out here. Oh, that was a bad one, boy. I had to take the other side of the road. Ooh, we clipped that curve just a little bit. Okay, that could have been much worse.
Turn left on Wind Park Drive.
I had my heart beating a little bit. Okay, Wind Park Drive. Slow her down, slow her down. I don't want to shoot these rocks all over the road because they're kind of loose inside the box there, so. Well, that's different. Isn't
Arriving
that?
at 3314 Wind Park Drive, on the right.
All the buildings look the same. And I think I messed up. Yeah, it was behind me, guys. Now I gotta either take the block or turn around. Oh, man. Okay, so this is not the easiest thing to do, turn around in a semi-truck. I'm looking for something wide open. $33.14. Okay, maybe. I'm gonna turn in here. I don't care. This looks like it. This looks like where I'm supposed to be. I know this is not what they want, but it's not like I can just whip it around, you know. We're looking for 33.14, and now I've got myself in a blindside situation, so that sucks. It's 3,300. There's 33.14 right here. I don't know how they plan on getting this off of my truck, guys, but I'll be back with you here in just a second. Evidently, we went to the wrong place again. This happens, believe it or not, all the time, especially on brokered loads. When it's a non-brokered load, I seem to have no trouble getting there, but brokered loads, always, man. I take it somewhere and they're like, oh, this isn't supposed to come here. This is supposed to go somewhere else. So here we are. Now I got to go another, it's not far, it's only 4 miles, but still, you know, that sucks. Every time you think you get it in your head that I'm about to have this thing off my truck, then you got to go another 4 miles. So I guess it is what it is. That's trucking. At least these guys were nice to me. So Metro Stone over here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, these guys are very, very, very friendly to truck drivers. If you ever end up over this way, I got to give them kudos. All right, let's see if we can get out of here now. I don't like this trailer, guys. This California freaking split axle step deck. Not a fan of it. Ready to go back to my regular trailer that I usually use, just a regular skateboard. I'm glad I got to haul it though and see. I like I said though earlier, the jury's out on, you know, final thoughts on hauling a step deck. I suppose, like I said, it has its purposes, but
Turn right on 32nd Avenue North.
coming through here, so
in 1/4 mile, turn
this
right
thing
on
just
Blue
doesn't
Good
turn
Island.
worth a damn. I'm constantly getting close to knocking curbs or driving up over curbs. It just doesn't turn worth shit. Alright, here we go, 4 miles.
Turn right at the traffic light.
Okay, what I just did is a tail block. You see that back there? I don't know if you guys can get a good view of it, but I know I got to swing this wide. So I went over here until I got my trailer up enough, and then I cut it over real sharp, real fast. So that tells everybody behind me, don't try to pass me on that side. And I got them blocked from doing it. So it's a little trick for you when you're messing around in these cities. You make sure you do that tail swing and block that lane off, because these buttholes, dude, they will try to roll up on you and make it to where you can't get out, or you'll end up cutting them off. So and there's too many accidents that happen like that. So that's a little trucker trick. I learned that by screwing around in downtown Chicago. You just got to take away every option they have other than the one you want them to have, basically, is what you're at. Look, he's still going to try it. Yeah, see, he wanted to see if I hadn't have done that, that sucker would have come up there and I would have been fighting him to turn right there. So, all right, here we go. Let's see if he's brave.
In 1/2 mile, turn left on 36th Avenue North.
Yeah, see, look how bad that thing turns. Look what I just had to do, guys, to get that thing to not run up over the curb.
In 1/2 mile, turn left before the Super America.
All right. Yeah, that was sticky. I don't usually have that problem as bad with the 48 footers, obviously, because it's a shorter trailer. This is a 53, so it's got a little more, little less forgiving, I guess, on these little tight spots. With that 48 footer, I wouldn't have had to do that cut over in the lane so bad, make everybody mad. But it never fails that when you need that spot, somebody's gonna pull up right in it. But I just cut right past him. That's what I do. I don't sit and try to make him back up or anything. I'll cut the steering wheel over and try to go behind him if I can, if they would scoot up. Don't always make them back up. I know a lot of guys do that. They just make them back up, but that was unnecessary because I needed that lane for like 50, maybe 55, 60 feet. So it was pointless to make him back up because he would have just been in my way even more. Yeah, okay, there, we're off of it mostly. They can get around. All right, time for a Pepsi plug. Man, Pepsi better sponsor me, dude, as much as I drink their soda and put them on YouTube. Plug for Diet Pepsi. Drink for truckers. Keeps me fit and healthy. Oh man, I don't like driving around down here. It's real tight. It's real tight in this part of Minneapolis. It's not, like I said, it's not that bad. Obviously, it's not. I mean, you guys have definitely, I've seen worse, you've seen worse, but I just don't like driving in tight spots. This is why I could never be a local driver. It's because of this BS right here, having to fight traffic all the time. All right. It is fun doing these little maneuvers though, just not hitting curves, and you know, it's challenging. So I do have a good time doing that. That makes the job more exciting, but I'm not getting anywhere fast and I get paid by the mile, so I suppose if I was getting paid by the hour, but man, they just honestly don't make enough money for me. I don't like having a ceiling on how much money I can make. Alrighty. Speed limit 30. We're not wearing a seatbelt. Hopefully no cops are around. I don't feel like wearing one when I got to do this much maneuvering. Feels like it gets in the way of my thought process. It's like that deal where it's like, turn down the radio. I'm trying to find this address. What does that have to do with anything? But believe it or not, it does. I guess it's a psychological deal. I can't wear my seatbelt when I'm doing these stupid tight turns and stuff. I want to be able to lean up and move around and things like that. I feel like that seatbelt interferes with my brain. My vape's almost dead. I need to swap the battery. But let's try to get here. This place looks a lot easier to get into than the one I was just at, so
you know, at least there's that. I didn't have to blindside back a 53-foot split axle in a tight spot. This thing, I would have refused to do it anyway because I'm not ripping my axles off. You can really damage the truck doing like hairpin 90s with this thing. So I don't do that. I would have, not with a load on. If I didn't have a load on, you know, it's fine. I do it in a truck stop all the time, but they would have had to drive that forklift out. Okay, yeah, we're being polite today, guys. We're being polite. Sometimes it's just better to not be the asshole, you know?
Turn right at the traffic light.
Oh no, this is terrible. Okay, we're gonna hang out back here and we're gonna grab this other lane. Yeah. Come on, dumbass. Alright, here we go. Made it with flying colors. That's how I like to do things right there. I just be obnoxious and take the lane I'm in, and I don't have any issue.
In 1.25 miles, take the exit on the right to 49th Avenue, then take the first right.
What? I think it's closed. Oh, this ain't good. Okay, no, it's in a mile, maybe. Maybe 49th. Okay, so we're okay. We're okay. That freaked me out a little bit. I thought there was some construction going on my exit. We're okay. We're in good shape, guys. We're in good shape. Don't freak out. Yeah, that's one of the things I like about the fall is they'll be ending most of this construction. So I'll be ready for that. Obviously, I don't think they're going to get this done in, you know, the next week, but a lot of this stuff will start subsiding, you know, as the weeks come on. They'll start wrapping up their projects for the year.
On the right.
And then we got to battle the winter time, and you guys get to do that with me. Not excited, definitely not excited, but I am excited for the cooler weather and the fall, just not for the snowfall.
Right at the traffic light.
Ah, man, more tight turns. You know, it's just this damn split axle and the turn radius mixed. The Peterbilt that I'm driving has just the worst turn radius. It's just the worst because I actually got a nose, you know, so anything with a nose is going to have a bad turn radius. And I come from driving that Freightliner, and that Freightliner was so forgiving. But our goal right now is not to take out that pole right there. That's going to be the issue. I'm pretty, you know, obviously we're going to be just fine. I'll figure out a way, but one is to compete with a car right there. So hopefully this will turn green and we can get where we need to get, but we'll find out here in a second. Okay, let's get up here before these guys come. Let's start negotiating this turn. Yep, I'm taking your lane, bud.
In 1/2 mile, turn left on Boone Avenue North.
There we go. Perfect. Nailed it. Did you guys like how I did that? We had about 12 inches of clearance on that, so we just did that with flying colors. But we needed that other lane to do that. Otherwise, we'd have been in a situation where we're jumping over the curb, and we don't want to do that. I don't like tearing up tires for no reason. I'd just rather take their lane and make them wait a second. I know they get mad. Alright, we're half a mile away. Let's see if we can find this place and get into it without a bunch of ruckus. Looks pretty easy. I think. No, that's not it. I was going to say that kind of looks like the picture right there, how that parking lot's laid out. Everything looks the same here though. Okay, so here we go again. Let's see what we got. This is the easy one. Okay, we're in good shape. Come on, buddies. Fucking that. Just trying to let him go first.
In 1/4 mile.
That was an
turn
easy
right.
one. Okay, now we get to figure out how to get into this place, so everybody pay attention. We're looking for a place called Origin Stone or something like that. And I'm not wearing my glasses, so... There we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here's something. This looks like entrance. Okay, so we're gonna swing this extra freaking wide. Oh, this is tight.
Turn right.
Okay, come on. Try to leave the curb. Yeah, we went over. That's okay though, that's okay. I'm sure that happens a lot. Ew.
In 1/4 mile, turn left.
They got a mess going on in here, guys. And they're expecting me, so hopefully they're nice and friendly just like the last place was. This is not a very forgiving parking lot.
Turn left.
Check in at will call office, okay. Okay, we're just gonna pull up right here. Where's the office? Maybe. I don't know. Alright. Be right back. Okay, so he just wants me to get to where he can get in on both sides. It looks like he's super clear on that side, so we're just gonna pull her on up where he can get around it. Just kind of set our trailer off a little bit. I can't see the back, but I think that kind of puts us in good shape. Maybe, you know what? I'll pull up just a little bit more. Okay, let's go look at that. Let's go look at it. I think that looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. Definitely, no complaints. And earlier when the police officer was messing with me, I seem to have misplaced my second set of keys. They're in here somewhere, but for now I guess we'll just have to use this. Alright. Alrighty. I always had this waitress that goes to the, she works at this Applebee's that I like to go to, and she says something so stupid, but it just sticks in my head. She's a little short chubby lady, just happy and positive all the time, and she says "Alrighty, Roo" every time you every time you talk to her. It just cracks me up because now I just think of that all the time. Every time I think "Alrighty," I think "Righty, Roo." This is the one the DOT made me put on. $75 more to go. Oh my God, he pulled them off quick. That is the quietest damn thing I ever seen in my life. I couldn't even hear you coming. Oh, oh sneaky little shit you got there. Yeah. Thank you. We're getting unloaded now. I'm excited for that. Nothing on this truck is metal. It's all aluminum. I was hoping I could stick that to something. Well guys, I think that's going to be a wrap for this video. If you haven't done so yet, please go down there, hit like, subscribe if you want to watch more content. And that's it for Lee. This is it for running the rig. I'm out.